All right, Prime Minister Modi slams the opposition government in a big attack on the opposition over CAA, Citizenship Amendment Act. The Prime Minister said, I'm not scared, won't bow down to the opposition. Opposition objecting to CAA only for its political gains. I'm not scared, will not bow down. This is a big statement coming in from the Prime Minister himself as he was addressing a rally in Purnia, Bihar a little while earlier, speaking specifically of the Citizenship Amendment Act, which affects several Hindus coming in, wanting to get citizenship in India, wanting to return home. The Prime Minister says the opposition parties trying to oppose it are doing so for political gains. He's not going to bow down. A stern message there. Let's listen in.
जो लोग राजनीतिक फायदे के लिए सीएए का विरोध कर रहे हैं, वो भी एक बात जरूर जान ले, ये मोदी है, ये न डरने वाला है और न ही झुकने वाला है.
All right, from Bihar, Rohit Singh joining us live for more on that. Rohit, the high-pitched campaign that the Prime Minister is pulling off in Bihar, while he spoke a little while ago from Purnia, Bihar, he spoke specifically of the Citizenship Amendment Act, saying the opposition might oppose it all they want and they're doing so for political gains. I'm not going to bow down. Give us largely the context as part of what he spoke.
Well, absolutely. The context is very clear. Prime Minister Modi was addressing a rally in Purnia, which is going to vote on 26th of April. That's the second phase. And Purnia, along with other regions in Simanchal, this is all a Muslim-dominated area, and CAA is absolutely a issue here, and that is why the Prime Minister chose to speak on the issue of CAA in Purnia, which is in Simanchal area, Muslim-dominated area, and he categorically mentioned that there were opposition parties who were opposing CAA, but he made it very clear from Purnia that ये मोदी है, झुकेगा नहीं और ये वापस भी नहीं होगा, these kind of things. He said that he made it very categorical that CAA was here to stay and the NDA government was not going to take it back at any cost. So the message coming directly from the Prime Minister in the Muslim-dominated area of Simanchal, that the opposition was only opposing CAA for political benefits and that the government was not going to go back on it. And secondly, corruption was also an issue, and that is why Prime Minister from the Purnia rally also warned that if he comes to power for the third time, that he said that he will be coming to the power for the third time, more action will be taken against politicians who are corrupt and against corruption. So the big two takeaways from the Purnia rally was his comments made on CAA and more action lined up in the third term of Prime Minister Narendra Modi against corrupt politicians. Back to you.
All right. Thanks very much, Rohit, for joining us on that. Well, you have Prime Minister Modi speaking specifically on the Citizenship Amendment Act, saying no matter what the opposition is, he will ensure that the law will be rolled out. All right, now cutting across to all the war of words that's currently panning out in Kerala on CPIM, where CPM Thrissur accounts have been frozen. That's what the Kerala CPIM party says. In fact, they've attacked the BJP for it. Pinarayi says the BJP is resorting to cheap politics. Tax department freezes the CPIM's accounts. Local unit bank accounts has been frozen. IT department says the CPIM didn't show the account annual returns, and therefore this is only as per protocols and as per the law. They have frozen the account temporarily. Now remember, this was a similar allegation that was made even by the Congress party, where they claimed that their accounts, party accounts, were frozen by the IT department over cases that went on years old. Years old cases were brought in right in time for Lok Sabha elections. Just before elections could begin, their accounts have been frozen. Similar allegation now by the India Bloc ally, the CPIM, saying in Thrissur, their local accounts, the party's accounts, have been frozen. While you have the income tax department saying it was the fault of the CPIM party. They have not shown their annual returns. Therefore, this is only mandate. Let me cut across to Shibi Molkeji, joining us more on that. Shibi. All right, I'm going to cut across to Pinarayi Vijayan, who's spoken right on this issue. Let me first take that bite.
CPM-ന്റെ അക്കൗണ്ട് മരവിപ്പിച്ചാൽ ഇവിടെ സുരേഷ് ഗോപിക്ക് വല്ല രക്ഷയും കിട്ടുമെന്നുള്ളൊരു ആലോചന സ്വാഭാവികമായിട്ട് BJPക്ക് ഉണ്ടാകാം. ഞങ്ങളുടെ കയ്യിൽ കുറച്ച് കാശ് എല്ലാ കാലത്തും ഉണ്ടാകാറുണ്ട്. അത് രഹസ്യമല്ല. അത് ഇന്ത്യ ഗവൺമെന്റിന് കൊടുക്കുന്ന കണക്കിലും ഞങ്ങൾ വ്യക്തമാക്കുന്ന കാര്യമാണ്. സാധാരണ നിലക്ക് തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് പ്രവർത്തനം ഞങ്ങൾ നടത്തുന്നത് ജനങ്ങൾ നൽകുന്ന സംഭാവന ഉപയോഗിച്ചാണ്. ആ വശം തടയാൻ ഒരു കൂട്ടർക്കും കഴിയില്ല. BJPയെ പോലെ വൻപിച്ച തോതിൽ പണമൊന്നും ചെലവഴിക്കാൻ ഞങ്ങൾക്കാവില്ല. പക്ഷേ ആവശ്യമായ തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് പ്രചരണങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഞങ്ങൾ നടത്താറുണ്ട്. അതിപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെയും നടത്തുന്നുണ്ട്.
Let me cut across to Shibi Mol KG joining us live for more on that. Shibi, similar allegations of what the Congress party had made, saying that their accounts have been frozen right before Lok Sabha elections, echoed by the CPIM as well. Their bank accounts in Thrissur have been frozen. Is that right? And what's been the response of the IT department on that?
Well, Nabila, the one bank account of the CPM Thrissur District Committee has been frozen by the income tax around a week ago. In fact, they carried out few inspections also before freezing the account, saying that the returns of this particular account was not filed by the party, and that's why we freezed it. There are around 4.8 crore rupee in that account when the account was freezed, and the CPM District Committee was given a direction by the income tax not to withdraw any money further. Now, that time itself the CPM has said that if it is an attempt to ensure that your candidate will win from Thrissur constituency, then it's not happening, was what the CPM had responded. This is the first time the Chief Minister Pinarayi is speaking on the issue, hitting out at the BJP in the background of Prime Minister Modi yesterday speaking on the Karvanur bank scam also in Thrissur. Now, CM is saying that if you feel that Suresh Gopi, the BJP candidate from Thrissur, can win the constituency by doing this to us, then it's not happening. He also goes on to say that we do have few money, we do have certain assets which is known to everybody, every party has, just like that we also have, and mostly the campaign of CPM is carried out by collecting money from the local public. So he says that we have done it in the past, we'll continue to do that. Even if we don't have enough money as a party like BJP, we'll continue to take out the campaign very well effectively, and no ED or CBI can touch us or ensure that we take a backseat in the Lok Sabha elections. Remember, the ED is also investigating the Karvanur bank scam in Thrissur itself, where a lot of CPM leaders, the local CPM leaders, are under the ED scan. A lot of them have been questioned by the ED already. So the CPM here is strongly raising this narrative that the central agencies here are being used time and again to target the opposition parties, and it's not less than the same thing that's happening again to the CPM in Kerala.
Thanks very much, Shibi, for joining us with those details. All right, now with Lok Sabha just days away, big political row has now erupted over the promises that's been made by the CPIM as part of their poll manifesto. CPIM has promised to eliminate all nuclear weapons if voted to power. In its manifesto, the CPIM vowed to eliminate mass destruction weapons, be it chemical or biological. Prime Minister Modi has lashed out at that poll manifesto. He says that the India bloc members were making dangerous poll promises, adding that both India's neighbors are nuclear armed at the moment. This is only going to make India weak, and that the opposition is trying to make India a powerless country.
उन्होंने अपने मैनिफेस्टो में लिखा है, जिस पोखरण की धरती ने भारत को परमाणु शक्ति से संपन्न किया, अब इंडिया अलायंस का कहना है कि हम भारत के परमाणु हथियार नष्ट कर देंगे, दरिया में डुबो देंगे। मैं जरा कांग्रेस को पूछना चाहता, आपके ये साथी, ये आपके इंडिया अलायंस के साथी किसके इशारे पर काम कर रहे हैं? ये कैसा गठबंधन है जो भारत को शक्तिहीन करना चाहता है? आखिर किसके दबाव में आपका ये गठबंधन हमारे परमाणु ताकत को समाप्त करना चाहता है?
ये लोग पहले ही चाइना रशिया के इशारे पर काम करते थे। ये देश की बर्बादी का हमेशा से जाल बुनते रहे हैं। 1962 की जंग हो या पुरानी बातें हो, इनका इतिहास रहा है सीपीएम का। देश के खिलाफ एंटी नेशनल जो गतिविधियां इनके द्वारा हुई हैं। इस प्रकार के लोगों को इलेक्शन कमीशन को कहीं ना कहीं रोकना जरूरी है, नहीं तो ये देश के लिए घातक सिद्ध होंगे।
As regards this CPM manifesto is concerned, Our party will take a view and that will make us abide by that.
हमारे पड़ोस में अगर लोगों के पास एटम बम है तो हम कभी नहीं ये कर सकते।
तो आप समर्थन नहीं करते ऐसी?
नहीं, ये करना ही नहीं चाहिए इन लोगों, कोई नहीं कर सकता है, कहीं नहीं कर सकता है। जो प्रैक्टिकल नहीं है, अब लोग कहते हैं थ्योरेटिकल है।
उन्होंने बकायदा घोषणा पत्र में अपने
तो लिख रहा होगा तो पूछा जाकर क्यों लिखा है? हाउ कैन यू डू इट?
21वीं सदी में भारत एक न केवल महत्वपूर्ण आर्थिक शक्ति के तौर पर उभर रहा है, दक्षिण पूर्व एशिया में जो भारत की हैसियत है काफी तेजी से बदली है और ऐसे में इस तरह के बयानों से निसंदेह दुनिया के अनेक मुल्कों की बातें तो खिल सकती हैं, लेकिन हिंदुस्तान के लिए ऐसे बयान बड़े खतरे का आह्वान करते हैं।
सीपीएम ने अपने घोषणा पत्र में, हमें लगता है उन्होंने ये कहा होगा क्योंकि ये देश शांति का संदेश देने वाला देश रहा है, ये गांधी का देश है, ये बुद्ध की धरती है, तो हम तो शांति सद्भाव सद्भावना में विश्वास करते हैं देशवासी। तो उनका कहने का मतलब दूसरा रहा होगा, लेकिन प्रधानमंत्री जी ऐसे ही बातों पर जोर ज्यादा देते हैं बनिस्पत भूखमरी, बेरोजगारी, पढ़ाई, दवाई, शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, जो रोजमर्रे के जिंदगी के आम लोगों के काम आने वाले मुद्दे हैं उस पर बात ही नहीं करते।
All right, let me cut across to Ashutosh Mishra joining us live for more on that. Ashutosh, the CPIM's manifesto where it promises to end all nuclear weapons, chemical or biological, when at a time you have India's two neighbors, be it China, Pakistan, United States, United Kingdom, Russia, most of the powerful countries, they're boasting of nuclear weapons. A pointer there that it will finish off nuclear weapons in India if it comes to power there. How has it been received largely? Give us more on the BJP's attacks on the CPIM.
Well, Nabila, since late 60s, it was believed that only if you are a nuclear power, you will ensure your sovereignty, your safety, security, and more than the regional peace in your continent or your region. And that was perhaps why every country tried to become a nuclear power, and so was India. As far as left stand on the nuclear issue is concerned, remember, we have already seen the clash between the Congress and the left over the US nuclear deal, and that was perhaps time when left withdrew with support from the UPA government. So clearly, as far as left is concerned, there always have been idea of India not being a nuclear power or eliminate all the nuclear capabilities that you hold. And that's exactly what is yet again reflecting in their manifesto. As far as BJP is concerned, the BJP is a different player in this politics. Be it the national security issue or the nationalism issue, the BJP plays its cards in totally different. And in a sharp contrast, when you have an India versus India bloc, and in India bloc where the Congress and left, which have an arch rival during the UPA regime of the US nuclear deal, in such contrast, when one of the key constituents, CPIM, making a manifesto, point number 3 on page number 37, literally making that if our government comes, we will eliminate the nuclear power, the biological weapons, and the weapons of mass destruction. It is bound to give BJP an ammunition in a high voltage, high pitch, this election ground, that they will target the entire India bloc. But so far, it was only restricted and limited with the CPIM. You heard so many opposition parties from the India bloc. None of them have exactly supported. There have been defensive, but they haven't supported the idea. And clearly, what manifesto of CPIM says not necessarily has to be the manifesto of the India bloc, if at all they are able to form the government. But during the election campaign, if there are such issues comes, BJP, which is master playing in a different level of politics on such issues, are clearly bound to corner you. And that's what you're seeing. It is reflecting in the Prime Minister's statement of all they are making is already on an almost every election rally.
Well, thanks very much, Ashutosh. Right now the bigger question would be, do the India bloc allies really agree with the manifesto put out by the CPIM? The Congress is one of its allies. In fact, the India bloc collectively have different manifesto. They do not have a collective manifesto, but yet a point as bold as this, where they are going to end nuclear weapons in India if they are voted to power, is something that we've got to see a reaction from the Congress party on that. But thanks, Ashutosh, for joining us. Speaking of the India bloc alliance partners, the Congress and the left, which is in alliance, even in Kerala, are currently facing off. With just days left for the Lok Sabha polling to begin here, a big war of words that's erupted in the state of Kerala. Addressing a public rally in Kerala's Kozhikode, Rahul Gandhi has launched a scathing attack at Pinarayi Vijayan, Slamming the Kerala Chief Minister, the Gandhi science says, or rather asking questions as to why the BJP has not so far attacked Pinarayi Vijayan. Why hasn't the ED taken up cases against Pinarayi Vijayan? Why has Pinarayi Vijayan's chief ministership not been taken away? Now, these are questions that Rahul Gandhi has raised on that stage, in fact, trying to insinuate that the BJP and the CPIM could internally be partners. Now, this comes after Kerala Chief Minister slammed the Congress, asking if the Grand Old Party itself, if it's destroyed and weak, then this is only going to benefit the BJP. Remember, Kerala goes to polls on April 26th, and the India Bloc alliance partners don't seem to be allying right ahead of elections in Kerala.
My question is, why is the BJP not attacking the Chief Minister of Kerala? Why are they not taking away his house, taking away his chief ministership, putting court cases on him, getting him interrogated by the ED? After all, 2 chief ministers are in jail today. And the second question is, when the BJP is destroying the constitution, attacking democracy, destroying the institutions, dividing India, why is the Chief Minister of Kerala attacking me 24/7? I'm very happy for him to attack me, but he should also spend a little bit of time attacking the BJP and Mr. Modi and the RSS.
What people are telling me, we voted for him and the propaganda was he will be the Prime Minister. Okay, he could not become the Prime Minister. But at least he could have taken the name of this constituency, which has only 4 letters in Malayalam, Wayanad. And even when we were passing through so many natural calamities, the central government had to help the state government, but they did not. He could have helped the people to come out from this tragedy in a different way. He never came and stood with us.
All right, let me take you through all the political news happening across India in a nutshell. With Lok Sabha polls just days away, SP leader and the sitting Mainpuri MP Dimple Yadav has filed her nomination today for the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. Images surfacing. Union Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia filed his nomination today in Madhya Pradesh's Shivpur for the upcoming Lok Sabha. Scindia was accompanied by large numbers of supporters in a show of strength. Janasena chief Pawan Kalyan in Andhra Pradesh lashing out at Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy, blaming the state police for their failure to prevent stone pelting incident against their own Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy. Taking a jibe at Pawan Kalyan, saying instead of investigating the police's failure, they are given the job of investigating the stone pelting incident to them. JKPDP President Mehbooba Mufti is also campaigning for the upcoming Lok Sabha polls. Mufti has held a massive roadshow in Kashmir. The roadshow there started from Anantnag and will end at Pulwama. You have Congress campaign in full swing. Mallikarjun Kharge scheduled to address a public meeting in Nagaland's Dimapur. On the other hand, the Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra will be holding road shows in Assam's Jorhat and Tripura. All right, a big face-off there that's erupted between the BJP and the Congress. Prime Minister has lashed out at the Congress and other opposition parties for what the Prime Minister called as lies being peddled that the BJP will change constitution if at all they're voted to power in 2024. To which Prime Minister has said, not even Ambedkar could change the constitution, let alone me. Adding that the constitution is as sacred for the BJP, just as sacred as the Bhagavad Gita is or the Ramayana is. Prime Minister has slammed the India bloc, saying that these parties were using constitution as their political tool and trying to project Modi as an anti-constitution man. Now, this comes as Rahul Gandhi had earlier attacked the Prime Minister, alleging that if Modi comes to power, he would change the constitution and adding that constitutional institutions itself has been undermined by the Modi leadership. Rahul Gandhi says BJP's bid is only to divide the nation so that they can stay in power. Here's what he had said.
RSS and the BJP are trying to destroy India's constitution and change India's constitution. And the UDF, the Congress Party and the India Alliance is trying to save the constitution of India.
जब भी बीजेपी आगे बढ़ती है तो संविधान का राजनीतिक शस्त्र के लिए उपयोग करते हैं और झूठ फैलाते हैं। संविधान बदल देंगे, संविधान बदल देंगे। भाइयों बहनों लिख के रखिए, मोदी तो क्या, बीजेपी तो क्या, स्वयं बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर भी इस संविधान को नहीं बदल सकते हैं।
कल जब आदरणीय लालू प्रसाद जी ने आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के बीजेपी के नियत पर, मंशा पर सवाल खड़े किए, ये संविधान खत्म करेंगे इसलिए 400 पार की बात कर रहे हैं, तो आज आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी गया में इस पर ज्ञान दे रहे थे और संविधान को सनातन से जोड़ रहे थे। इसी से पता चलता है कि इनकी नीयत में खोट है। बीजेपी के नेताओं के द्वारा, लोकसभा में उम्मीदवारों के द्वारा संविधान खत्म करने की बात की जा रही है कि 400 पार होगा तो संविधान खत्म करेंगे। तो आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी संविधान को सनातन से जोड़कर ये बता रहे हैं, सफाई दे रहे हैं, किसी को हजम नहीं होगा। ये देश चलेगा अपने नियम कानून संविधान से।
All right, let me cut across to India Today's Aditya Vaibhav joining us live for more on that. Aditya, give us more on Rahul Gandhi accusing the Prime Minister of attempting to change the Constitution, almost warning people that if you vote Modi to power, be sure he's going to change the Constitution if he comes in 2024. Modi has responded as part of that interview. Give us more.
Well, exactly, Nabila. As far as PM Modi is concerned, of course, he lashed out at the opposition for peddling lies, quote-unquote lies, against the BJP and saying that the opposition actually blames the BJP for actually trying to change or sabotage the Indian constitution, while he categorically said that even Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar cannot change the Indian constitution per se. But that being said, this is something that the opposition has been blaming for quite some time. It was Rahul Gandhi of late, but then this is something that has been alleged time and again by the RJD, be it Tejasvi Yadav or the other RJD leaders. And notable is the fact that the way things have spiraled into, and specifically even Lalu Prasad Yadav, the RJD Supremo Lalu Prasad Yadav too came out with a tweet on the entire issue, but then the RJD categorically views the statement made by PM Modi as something given in response to what Lalu Prasad Yadav said a day back. Nabila.
Thanks very much, Aditya, for joining us on that. Well, let me take you through yet another round of all the political happenings across India as part of their campaign trail. Let's take a look in Hyderabad. Lok Sabha seat will see a fiery contest in Hyderabad between Asauddin Owaisi and BJP's Madhvi Lata. While campaigning, Madhvi was seen meeting with the locals, having tea with them, eating dosa with them. For her, this is an electoral debut, and she is up against the AIMIM heavyweight Asauddin Owaisi. Remember, Madhvi has also been given by the BJP Y+ security. With polls just days away, Asauddin Owaisi's brother and MLA Akbaruddin Owaisi has attacked the BJP. He says that looking at the current situation in the country, the government might put Owaisi brothers in jail and shoot us or even poison us, basically in reference to the dreaded gangster and what happened to him. BJP MP Dilip Ghosh has lashed out at Bengal government for not giving a holiday on Ram Navami. He says government gives 2 days holiday for Eid, but for Ram Navami, we have to go to court to get a holiday. Ghosh says Hindus were being treated as second-class citizens in West Bengal. Top BJP leaders are in campaign mode. BJP President JP Nadda held a roadshow in Tamil Nadu's Perambalur, just days ahead of the first phase of elections. Amit Shah held a massive public rally in Jammu and Kashmir. Prime Minister came down heavily on the opposition. Shah said Modi government has ended the era of fake encounters, given laptops to the youth of Kashmir Valley. All right, we have some big news coming in with regards to the Amethi seat, where Robert Vadra, it appears, is very keen to contest. He is Sonia Gandhi's son-in-law, Priyanka Gandhi's husband, Robert Vadra there, saying, if the Congress party wants, I am ready and willing to contest. He says can also contest Moradabad or Haryana if the party wishes. Suspense over Rahul Gandhi's candidature still looms on Amethi. Remember, in fact, Smriti Irani is really having a field day, even at this point, when the first phase of elections are yet to begin. Basically, in just 4 days, the first phase to begin, but the Congress has not declared a candidate for Amethi, despite it at one point being a home seat for the Congress party. So will or will not Rahul Gandhi stand from Amethi as well? Or is it going to be Robert Vadra? Congress yet to even pick a name for Sonia Gandhi's turf, Rae Bareli. At this point, Robert Vadra has spoken. Let's hear it.
चाहे मैं राजनीति में हूं या ना हूं, मेरा ज़रूर मेरी मेहनत जारी रहेगी और लोगों के बीच में रहने की। और हाँ, रही बात तो पूरे देश से पुकार आ रही है कि आप सक्रिय राजनीति में आइए। और ज़रूर अगर कांग्रेस को लगेगा कि मैं कुछ फ़र्क ला सकता हूं या जो भी क्षेत्र में प्रगति की उनको लगेगा कि मैं कुछ फ़र्क ला सकता हूं या प्रगति वहां ला सकता हूं, तो ज़रूर मैं आऊँगा। पर ये नहीं है कि अमेठी से, मुरादाबाद से भी है और हरियाणा से भी अलग अलग लोग मेरी विनती कर रहे हैं कि मैं सक्रिय राजनीति में आऊँ और उनका क्षेत्र को चुनूँ।
All right, I'm going to cut across to Rahul Gautam, our correspondent, joining us live for more on that. Rahul, Robert Vadra has been constantly saying that the people at large want him to contest, that he's hearing voices boosting him and egging him on to jump into politics, to take that plunge. He claims that there are posters in places where they're really urging Robert Vadra to take the political plunge. It's certainly going to be shocking if the Congress does declare his name, but where is this coming from? Is the statement coming from Robert Vadra does it hold any waters? Does it have any foundation? Is the Congress keen on fielding Robert Vadra from literally anywhere?
Well, we all know that Robert Vadra has been expressing his political aspirations. I remember back in 2019, also there were talks that how he wanted to contest from Moradabad seats and how his supporters wanted him to take this political plunge. However, as far as Congress party is concerned, sources have indicated to us that at this point of time, there are no serious talks happening. In fact, the Moradabad seat that was referred by Mr. Vadra, nomination dates are already over for that particular seat, and that seat is going to poll in next 2 days. On 19th of April, voting will conclude on Moradabad seat. As far as Haryana is concerned, yes, there are some candidates which are yet to be announced. But as far as Congress party is concerned, at this point of time, there are no serious talks happening revolving Mr. Robert Vadra. However, a very senior leader, has suggested that if his name comes in from the Gandhi family itself, then they're going to ponder upon it, and in all likelihood, a party ticket would be given to Mr. Robert Vadra. But at this point of time, there are no serious talks happening. One thing we must understand that Mr. Vadra has been expressing his political aspirations, not just this time around, back in 2019 as well. This time also he referred to Amethi, Rae Bareli, Moradabad. However, at party level, at organization level, his name has not been sent to to CAC for any particular seat. But if his name comes in or gets recommended by Nehru Gandhi family, the party will seriously consider it and is likely to get a ticket then from that particular seat.
A quick word, Rahul Gautam. What happens to candidates from the Congress for Amethi and Rae Bareli, two of their home seats at one point? The Congress hasn't really announced a name. What's happening on that front?
Well, Amethi and Rae Bareli, these are only 2 seats that are remaining, which are yet to be announced by Congress party in Uttar Pradesh. We've been informed that a decision in this regard would be taken after, a polling gets completed in Wayanad. That's going to be 26th of April, and then a decision would be taken in this regard. As far as these two seats are concerned, we've been informed that Nehru Gandhi family will take a final call at whether Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi is going to contest from Amethi or Rae Bareli. However, at this point of time, nothing is confirmed. Nothing has been locked at this point of time.
All right, so we're going to wait infinitely for that decision to come out. Thanks very much, Rahul Gautam, for joining us on that. Well, we see, meanwhile, war of words that's erupted in the mega Lok Sabha battle with the Congress MP from Wayanad, Rahul Gandhi, launching this attack against the Prime Minister while campaigning in Wayanad itself. He hurls a jibe at the Prime Minister, saying that the Prime Minister's only bid and the BJP's aim is to divide the country on linguistic lines. In fact, Rahul asserted that the Prime Minister must respect, he basically disrespects all languages, suggesting that the BJP upholds Hindi supremacy. Remember earlier, Prime Minister Modi made a big Tamil outreach in Tamil Nadu itself. When he was addressing the crowds, he spoke about how Tamil language is one of the oldest civilizational language in the country. He endorsing Tamil language itself, speaking of its beauty and its the way it's rooted in Indian culture. The Prime Minister, in fact, at this point has been defended by the BJP cadre largely in Tamil Nadu, where they've taken serious offense to what Rahul Gandhi had said, saying that he is trying to divide this country based on North and South and cultural divide deliberately for political gains. They filed a complaint with the poll panel asking for an unconditional apology from Rahul Gandhi on that. BJP has moved the poll panel, saying that Rahul Gandhi is deliberately trying to create a divide, calling these allegations as completely baseless and unsubstantiated.
हम पूरी दुनिया में संत तिरुवल्लुवर कल्चरल सेंटर्स का निर्माण करेंगे। दुनिया की सबसे पुरानी भाषा तमिल, ये इस देश का गौरव है, हमारा गौरव है। तमिल भाषा की वैश्विक प्रतिष्ठा बढ़ाने के लिए भाजपा हर प्रकार के नए उपक्रम शुरू करेगी, प्रयास करेगी।
The BJP people, the Prime Minister, they say one nation, one people, one language, one leader. This is a fundamental misunderstanding of our country, because language is not something that is imposed from the top. Language is something that comes out from inside the person, inside the heart of the person. And that is the main difference between us and them. We want to listen to what is in the heart of our people. We want to love and respect their beliefs, their language, their religion, their culture, and they want to impose something from the top.
All right, meanwhile, Prime Minister Modi's scathing attack at the Congress and the DMK. The Prime Minister once again has hit out at the Congress party and its India bloc ally, the DMK, over abusing Sanatan Dharma. Raising questions, the Prime Minister has gone on to ask as to why the Grand Old Party is supporting those who abuse Sanatan Dharma. Remember, the DMK scion, Udayanidhi Stalin, had earlier likened Sanatan Dharma to dengue malaria. Speaking just that, the Prime Minister condemns the Congress party, saying these are the kind of parties that the Congress is allying with. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister MP Stalin accused the Prime Minister of using or misusing agencies like the ED to extort from opposition parties. This is precisely what he said, quote unquote, Prime Minister is the only Vasool Raja in this country. This is the jibe that he's taken against the Prime Minister. Stalin took to social media to slam Modi, saying that it will be disadvantageous for Tamil Nadu as a state if at all Modi comes to power. Meanwhile, Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge has gone on to say that the Prime Minister has never anyway had good words to say about the Congress. There's nothing new.
कि जब देश चलाने की देशवासी जिम्मेवारी देते हैं तो आपका सिंगल माइंडेड फोकस होना चाहिए। देश के लोग दुर्भाग्य से पहले की राजनीतिक कल्चर ने परिवार को कैसे मजबूत बनाना, परिवार की जड़ों को कोई उखाड़ न दे, उसी में शक्ति लगाते रहे। डीएमके का तो जन्म शायद इस नफरत में पैदा हुआ होगा और धीरे धीरे वो नफरत का खेल भी उनका लोग स्वीकार करने नहीं लगे हैं और इसलिए वो नए नए तौर तरीके अपना करके बोल रहे हैं। डीएमके के प्रति जबरदस्त गुस्सा पैदा हुआ है। मैं कल्पना नहीं करता हूं इतना बड़ा गुस्सा पैदा हुआ है। वो गुस्सा पैदा डाइवर्ट हो रहा है बीजेपी की तरफ पॉजिटिव वे में। संविधान सभा में जो लोग बैठे थे तो ज्यादातर गांधीयन लोग थे, ज्यादातर कांग्रेस की विचारधारा से जुड़े हुए लोग थे और पहला संविधान बना। उसके हर पेज पर जो पेंटिंग है
रामायण
वो सनातन की ही परंपरा से जुड़े हुए हैं। तो आपका संविधान बना, उस संविधान में सनातन का गौरव का हिस्सा था और आज सनातन को इतनी भयंकर गालियां देने की हिम्मत हो और आप उनके साथ चुनाव की राजनीति करें, उनके साथ मंच साझा करें, मजबूरी कांग्रेस की ये देश के लिए चिंता का विषय।
வாயை திறந்தால சாதி மதம்னு மக்களை பிளவுபடுத்தி தான் பேசுறாரு. காங்கிரசினுடைய தேர்தல் அறிக்கையை பார்த்து பொறுத்துக் கொள்ள முடியாம என்ன சொல்றாரு, முஸ்லீம் லீக்கினுடைய அறிக்கைன்னு விமர்சிச்சு பிரிவினைவாதம் பேசுறாரு. இப்ப இன்னும் கீழே இறங்கி போய் மற்றவங்க உண்ணும் உணவை விமர்சிக்கிறாரு. பதவியில தொடர முடியாதுன்றத வெளியில பிரிவினை பேச்சில இப்போ ஈடுபட்டு இருக்கிறார். உணவு என்பது தனி நபர்களோட விருப்பம். அடுத்த மனிதர் என்ன சாப்பிடுன்னு முடிவு செய்ய மோடிக்கு மட்டுமல்ல யாருக்குமே உரிமை கிடையாது. இப்படியெல்லாம் ஒரு பிரதமர் பேசுவாரா? வாக்குக்காக இப்படிப்பட்ட மலிவான அரசியல் பண்ற மனிதர் இந்திய வரலாறு இதுவரை பார்க்கல. அதனாலதான் சொன்னேன், பாஜக இந்த நாட்டுக்கு வில்லன்.